Good companies reward success, punish failure, and ignore inaction. Great companies reward success and failure and punish inaction.
There's a cost of doing nothing.
I am your host, Pat McCarthy, and this is Transformation Architects. Pat McCarthy here, and I am thrilled to introduce a new video series from Google that explores how today's most forward-thinking leaders are turning the promise of AI into measurable business impact. I am super excited to have the sponsor of some amazing research we completed, Derek Snyder, here with me today, who's going to talk through the transformation we're seeing, what customers are saying, and the advice that may apply to you and your businesses. Derek, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Pat. It's so great to be here.
Yeah. Maybe you can frame up for people what we did, why we did it, and how we conducted the research.
Yeah. One of the things that we were really curious about is whether or not organizations are moving beyond the hype into a place where they're actually seeing some transformation from AI. So we went across 6 markets around the world, 2,500 leaders and frontline employees, and we're able to get some really interesting results around the level of transformation. But the punchline is this. Only 3% of organizations get everyone highly transformed. Everyone else, about 72%, is in that very, very early inning stage still.
What did we find out about that 3%? What insight did we learn about how we progressed that?
We really, up until now, have stayed in the vanity metrics era. And so the one thing that we saw with the most transformed companies have made this realization and this jump beyond time savings, which is important fuel, into something that looked more like a change in innovation, a change in creativity, the basic ability to create and ship new products faster to increase satisfaction to customers.
One of the most interesting things I saw in the research was around this idea of bridging the disconnect between the leverage and the usage versus some of the intention and some of the statistics that we saw there. Can you expand on that and kind of what your feelings were coming out of that point?
I was surprised by how much AI has become a daily habit. So 61% said that they actually use AI daily. Now, 84% of that same group basically wished that their organization would do more to focus on AI as a core part of their work and the core culture that they have about how they do their work. And I think one kind of nice way to put a bow on this is only 1 in 3 felt that they were really prepared to have the level of change that AI is going to bring about to their work.
The positive thing there is that when you start saying over 60% of people are using it, people don't use solutions that don't add value.
That's right.
So democratization of AI matters, but we saw some distinct differences inside of companies about how that actually happens and the focus of that from corporate-wide initiatives to employee-led initiatives. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
There's 5 elements that we found that the highly transformed companies tend to have that the others do not. Number 1, they have a clear strategy and roadmap for AI. They integrate AI into their company culture. I talked a little bit about how important it is for leaders to be like destigmatizing AI. Number 3, they prioritize AI across numerous and diverse types of tasks. So not just summarizing emails, what are the specific ways the marketing team, the sales team, the finance team are going to benefit? How can they build agents that are going to automate parts of their business process, things like that. Number 4, empowering AI advocacy throughout the organization. And then number 5, the sustained investment in the right tools and trainings and a focus on having AI integrated with existing tools and apps. Some of the most meaningful differences people feel is just the daily help they get inside of the apps they already use.
Derek, I want to say thank you very much for joining me for this, prequel, this inaugural episode. Great research, foundational aspects of AI application today, and also really good breadcrumbs and indicators for companies and how they should be thinking about AI and how they can bring AI to everyone inside of their organization. Join us next time as we turn the page from strategy to story, featuring the leaders who are making transformation happen.